Sarah. Welcome back to my channel. I look like junk because I haven't gotten ready yet. I wanted to do a get ready with me, or like a getting ready video, because I haven't done one in a long time. Have I, Ray? I don't know if you can see him, but oh gosh, he's so cute. We do have we did change up the office like a little bit, so I really like it. Wanted to make some more room. Well, let me start getting ready and I can explain, but I'm gonna take my Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Opal, just 2 pumps of that, and my Nivea Men's Post Shave Balm, give it a quick little shaky shake, and then I add a little bit to that, so kind of looks like this, like mixture here. Mix it together. I've been using the Opal instead of my my Moonstone for the last like week or so, because I decided that I want to try to use up the Opal because it didn't go anywhere with my like Instagram sale, which is totally fine. The Topaz and my MAC, like 2 of my MAC products, like didn't go anywhere, which is totally fine. So I'm just gonna pass the MAC like half face palette and the Lightscapade onto my big, and then I'm keeping the Shimmering Skin Perfectors because I will use them. It's just that like if somebody wanted them, you know what I mean, kind of deal. So I got that on my skin. I'm gonna go in with the Benefit Professional Matte Rescue Gel. But anyways, like I was saying, we did a little rework to the closet because at the end of summer, my little sister, she's not really my little sister, she is a girl I used to nanny for ever since she was 5. She just turned 19, so I mean, we've been part of each other's lives for the last like 14 years, and she seriously is like the little sister I never had. Like her and her little sister are both like my sisters, and so the older one, the girl who just turned 18, is going to be moving in with us, and so she's moving into the guest room. So we wanted some more room like in here in the office, so that way if we have more guests, because we only have a 3-bedroom, if we have more guests that come over, we needed somewhere that we could put like the blow up bed. But I didn't want it to be like, hey, you're just in the middle of our office, because that's kind of like weird and it's like awkward, and when I'm in that situation it's like, well, we'll just go stay at a hotel, and I don't want people to feel like that. I want people to be able to come and stay here. So I don't know if you can see like those wooden parts right there, but actually cut my desk, and it was really long, and then I had my Alex 9 drawer on this side, but cut it in half, well, almost in half, maybe cut off like a third or so. I'm using the Body Shop Tea Tree Pore Minimizer, and cut it off, and I love it. It is so much like better now. Like, I mean, I used the whole space when it was the long part, but it was just because I had this space. It was not that like I needed to use all of it. Does that make sense? But yeah, so this is gonna be like a rambly ass video, but you guys don't mind, right? So we cut mine. My husband wanted to cut his. He has the Mac and a PC on his desk, and he has like an Alex 5 drawer. My 5 drawer is under part of my desk, but he doesn't like his under his. And we have like shelves and stuff, but it just really opened up the room. Like the only thing we have on that side of the room now is like the router and like the little like tower fan. So I just feel like it's more like, hey, you really have your own space. You're not intruding. You're not taking up our office or whatever, and it's all good. So that's what's happened in here. I am going to use the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer. I bought this a couple weeks ago from the BX, so my husband bought it for me from the BX, and I'm in the shade 0.5 Breeze, which is still a little-ish dark for me. I'm gonna use my mirror that's down here, but yeah, I'm getting ready to film a bunch of videos, and I was going to take a shower, but I decided that I will wait until after I'm done with videos. I like to put a lot of this on. I feel like I use probably too much. Like, is that too much? I mean, how many dips into that was it? But whatever. I want to make sure it gets coverage. I'm using a brand new Real Techniques sponge. Not my favorite sponge by any means. I think the ones that they first produced were a lot better. I don't know if they like reformulated it or what, but the ones in like the white packaging I think are a lot different than the ones that have like the black band. And I actually think I got one that has a black band. Hold on, let me grab the package. Oh no, I didn't. So like the ones in these package with the orange like around it, I think are like newer, like formulated or something. And then they have ones, the old ones had like black around it. Those are the good ones. So if you can find those at your store, wherever you get Real Techniques, I think it's a lot better. But these have just been falling apart like mad crazy. Like the last double pack I got 2 because they were buy one get one free, and I was talking about this with my big last night. They just fall apart so easily now. Like the old ones never used to do that. I had an old one for like a year and I used it pretty much every day and it was completely fine. But these new ones, no. I wanted to order the new Morphe sponges. I had just happened to be like on their website because I was looking for a new like bronzer like brush, and I saw that they had sponges and I was like, oh, they're like $6.99. I was like, that's the same price as this, like I'll give it a try. And I was like, no, like I haven't heard anything about it. And then Jaclyn Hill started talking about it, and Young Wild and Polish started talking about it, and everyone started talking about it, and of course they're sold out now, so that sucks, but what can you do? So that's the foundation blended in. I really like it. I know it's not cruelty free, but I wanted to try it, so I tried it, and I think it just gives really nice like coverage. My eyes are probably like all puffy and disgusting because I'm tired, but I'm drinking some coffee. This is actually like a pre-made Starbucks that you can get like in a jug. I got it at Target. It was on sale for $4.98, plus it was 15% off on Cartwheel, and it's like a big size. I don't really know how like big it is like per se, but you get 5 talls. Like it's the size of 5 talls, and a tall is close to $5 if you were to get the flavor that I got, which was the skinny caramel macchiato. I like this skinny formula because it's non-fat milk and it doesn't irritate my stomach as much. And when you get it actually from Starbucks, it doesn't come with whipped cream on it, because I hate when they put whipped cream on iced coffee. Like, I know that's probably just like me, but I just don't like it. My husband loves it, and he like mixes it up and it makes it like creamier, and I'm like, ugh, like gagging. I noticed that I just like coffee not as sweet anymore. Oh, I'm using my MAC Studio Finish concealer. As you can see, I'm just like packing it on. Make sure I get it on my nose. But yeah, so I've been thinking about doing another like kind of video on my channel. It's something like I need to like talk to my husband about, because I'm not really sure if he wants it like broadcasted, but I don't think he'll really like mind. But I've been having a lot of problems. Well, I mean, I'm like always having problems, it seems like, but I have some like specific like health problems that are hindering us in like starting our family, and I've been like dealing with it for the last like over 2 years and 3 years almost, and I'm just not getting anywhere, and I think maybe like talking about it will help. So if that's like something that you guys would want to see, can you let me know down below? I know it was like a super vague, like there's something wrong with me and I'm not gonna tell you what unless you tell me you want to see it kind of thing, but let me know like if you want to see it. Yeah, so we'll just leave it at that, I guess. I'm going in with my Dry Beauty Blender and the yellow shade from my Marc Jacobs palette. Set my under eyes. I love this stuff, this whole palette. At first I didn't really get much use out of the contour shade, but now it's honestly like the only contour shade slash bronzer shade that I like using, because I haven't really been doing contour and bronzer. I just blend my contour to be bronzer, if that makes sense. So really been liking that. I know this looks like a lot of powder I'm putting on, or maybe it doesn't. I don't know if you guys can really tell, but it'll all get evened out when I put my other powder on. But yeah, so let me know if you want to see that video on that super encrypted topic that I just talked about. But yeah, it's just been really bothering me, and I don't know, I just feel like if I talk about it, because I've been watching like videos about it like on YouTube, and I just think maybe like it will help. So I'm using my Essence All About matte powder. I know I said in like my hashtag I want to know by or whatever that you shouldn't go in with a bunch of this powder, but I still do because I feel better when I cake on the powder. I'll just use setting spray to cut down the powdering. But like if I were to go in with a light dusting, like I don't even really know what that means. A light dusting. So that's my face. It like crumbled up a little bit, so I'm gonna have to toss that, because there's no point in repressing like that tiny little itty bit, but what if. So now I normally go on to my eyes, which I can't wait until my Pan That Palette update so I can talk to you about the Lip Rock Pro. But like, what is Lorac trying to pull? I really wanted to get the Lorac Pro 3 that just came out, but now after using this and only using this for what, 2 weeks now, there's no way I'm ever purchasing another Lorac palette. It's just ridiculous. I don't remember people making these kind of strides on their Pro palette when they were doing it last year. I'm going in with cream all over the lid if you cared. But yeah, so definitely changed my mind about the Pro 3, and people were saying it had bad reviews, and I wouldn't even give it the chance now after using this more. So I'm just gonna go with a neutral eye because I do plan on changing my lip color for the different videos that I'm doing, so I can wear the lip product that may be in that project or something. So I think I'm just gonna use taupe in my crease, so that way it's nice and neutral. And like, I don't know, I'm not like digging into these shadows or anything, but dang, just wait until you see my Pan That Palette update. You're gonna be like, what? Because that's what I was like. I was like, what? Can you hear the fan in the background? I never know. So I'm super putting this on lightly in the crease because that's what I'm doing, I guess. I don't know. Oh, my nose. Oh, hopefully my eyes don't start watering because my eyes have been super watery whenever I do my makeup. But it seems like only if I rush in putting on, like going from my skincare to my primer. Does that happen to you guys? Blending. Okay, flat shader. I'm gonna use Nude from the palette. I mean, this one I do pack on the brush because I feel like you need to in order to get any pigmentation from it. But I'm just gonna put that on the lid. It's gonna be like the lightest eye look I've ever done. Probably not, but going back for a little more, pack some more on there. I don't know, maybe it's just because my palette is like a year and a half old, but I'm not impressed. I remember I loved this. That's why I didn't pan it last year, and now it's like I should have panned it last year. Back with my second layer of nude. There's that. Blending brush back. You know, I said I was going to keep it pretty neutral, but I do want to go in with my shade Burlesque from Makeup Geek for my 7 Summer Flings, just to add a little something in there because, I mean, this is what we're working with now. Like, and I am fine with this, but I want just a little bit more. Just get some on there. Sorry, the lighting is probably jacked and you guys are like, I can't see anything, but there, I just went in with a little, you could see the diff. I haven't used this shade for my 7 Summer Flings as much as I would have liked. But I still am getting use out of it, so that's way better than if it was still sitting in my eyeshadow drawer. So that's gonna be that for eyes. Not doing anything fancy. So now that eyes are done, it's time to go in with the rest of my face products. So I'm gonna use the contour shade from the Marc Jacobs. I just don't want to spoil the progress and stuff that I have on this. So I'll look for my 7 Summer Fling update, which I will be filming today. Using my NARS Eda brush, get some powder on, tap a little bit off. And then what I've been doing is just going in for the contour. Blending up with the brush. And then when I feel like it's good, I flip it, go sideways, and that's that. So that's really all I've been doing for bronzer and contour. This side's a little bit harder for me to do, but just wiggle. And then when I'm good, flip it, blend, and that's it. So it gets it pretty thick, like on my cheeks. I will be blending it out after I put my blush and my highlight on, but I've just been loving it. Then I'll take a little more, my Eda brush, and now it's time for my movie screen. Timothy hates it that I call my forehead my movie screen, but I have a huge forehead. Like, I have a big face, like, to begin with. Like, I feel like I use way more foundation and stuff than other people. They're like, oh, 1 pump was good for my whole face, and I'm like, what? No, like I need 3 at least to equal your 1. So that's just how it is. But I do like my forehead, like, don't get me wrong, but it is just bigger than maybe I would have liked. So I just contoured a little bit, add some of that. Then again, to use a brush, let's do some double chin concealing. I was looking, well, I guess I was looking back, but I was watching some of my like older videos from like February 2015, like when I first started doing like weekly makeup baskets and stuff like that. And I remember that point in my life, I was like 20 pounds lighter than I am now, which is like something that I would like want to discuss in that video, that, you know, cryptic video idea I gave you guys. But Real Techniques blush brush. What blush do I have out? Coralista, I guess. I've been changing up my blush like every couple of days. I just haven't settled on one that I want to use for a while. So I'll use this today. But anyways, and I was looking at my tan skin, and I'm like thinking about like what I was doing at that point in my life. And I was going to the gym and I was tanning like 2 days a week. Like, cause I went to Planet Fitness and they have, you know, like tanning beds and stuff. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I need to get back into that. Not necessarily for the tanning, but if I did go back to the gym, I would get a tanning like membership. But I don't really, okay, I feel that if you go to a tanning bed and you fry in there for however long, and you don't put anything on your skin, and you do it every single day, that's a problem. But I feel like me going to the tanning bed for 10 minutes, maybe 2 to 3 times a week, using tanning lotion, hydrating my skin, making sure I'm drinking lots of water and not burning, like I feel like that is fine. And I know people are gonna be like, no, like it's not fine, and like that's just my opinion. I feel like you can practice safe tanning in a tanning bed just like you practice safe sun when you go outside and you go like to the beach and stuff like that. But that's 100% my opinion. Next is highlighters. I've been using Moonstone and Opal. I think I'm gonna go in with a lot of Opal. But my Moonstone, can you guys see? Like it's been getting this crazy hard pan right here. And no matter how much I scrape it, like I don't know why it's getting this hard pan. And it's not that old. It's only a year old, so I don't know why it's doing that. But anywho, Opal. When I first started doing this like contour bronzery kind of situation, I hated how blank it was down here. Even though I know that that's like what a lot of people go for. They want it to be like highlighted under their contour. I was like, oh my gosh, it looks so terrible. It makes it like stick out way more that I like did a contour and stuff. But I've since gotten over that because it's really not that bad. So did Opal twice. I'll probably just do a little light Moonstone on top. I'm like, this brush is not wet, but look. Do you guys see that? Like, what is that? Oh, sorry. You probably don't want to see all that. But like, what is that? Why? Why? And I scrape it, sanitize it, but it still does that to me. So I don't know what's going on. I decided I want to use up the shimmering skin perfectors that I have. I want to focus on Opal, then I'll focus on Champagne Pop, and then like Moonstone is just kind of like something to throw on top of it because I get a little carried away and I'm fair. So blending out with this Eco Tools Face and Body Bronzer like brush. But that brings me to what I think is pretty perfect. So I'm gonna go in with some setting spray. This isn't the Urban Decay, it's actually NYX matte finishing spray, but the spray on this is way better than the NYX, so I just put it in here. Yeah, I just used a gallon, but I need to cut down all that Essence matte powder that I put on there, so it's totally fine. Then while I wait for that to dry, I take my spoolie out my brows. I don't know, I really do think I want to do this like fertility, infertility kind of video. Yeah, I think I might. Oh my god, my nose. Oh. First brow product I go in is the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Plumper in Transparent. I like laying this down first. This is in my rolling project pan, and I haven't, well, I started looking for a brow shade that I could use, but my hair color just keeps changing and changing and changing, so I don't have anything that's like universally flattering right now. So I just like putting this down first, and then I like going in with my Essence Make Me Brow. Is this waterproof? Oh no, I thought it said waterproof. I was like, what? It says 3-in-1 color, fill, and shape. Colored eyebrow gel with fibers for natural, fuller looking brows. I really like this stuff. I think it's comparable to the Benefit Give Me Brow. If you've never tried something like this, I would say give it a shot. It only comes in 2 shades. The Brownie Brows is what I'm using right now. So that would be like not Essence, this is Essence. It would be like Benefit's old, like medium deep shade, but now Benefit came out with more shades. So if this or the Blondie Brows, which is like a taupe but it's very warm, if those shades don't work for you, definitely check out the Benefit. And I decided that I'm done getting my eyebrows done. I mean, I've only gotten my eyebrows done once this whole year, and she did a great job. I absolutely loved it, but I hate the maintenance and upkeep of having sculpted brows, and I don't like the look of sculpted brows on my face. I like my natural brow with something like this in it, brushed out. Like, that's just me 100%. I mean, if I was gonna be in a wedding, or if I was like taking like photos that were gonna last forever, I would probably get them done. But for like my everyday life, I just don't like it. It's not practical for me. So I put a layer of this on, 2 light layers of this, and now I wait for it to dry. Then I'm using my Lancome lash curler. Again, Kayla gave this to me, and then she recommended the Tonti Doll foundation, and I was like, girl, that's $47 for a foundation, like, you're crazy. And then I started using this lash curler, and I was like, this is great. This is the best lash curler I've ever used. So who knows, maybe I'll try the Tonti Doll. Maybe I won't. We'll see. I really want to try this stick, but all the reviews say that it gets used up really quickly. So like that's like a no thank you. I don't really want to go through a $40-something, because I think it's $47 as well. I don't really want to go through a $47 stick foundation in a couple weeks, so who knows. And I'm still trying to be cruelty free, so as I'm scraping my Maybelline mascara. But hey, this was a dire situation. I needed mascara because mascara in Las Vegas dries out in like no time. Like, I should stop talking and put this mascara on because all of the air is drying out this mascara right now. And it's frustrating. Oh, there's a booger. I foundationed a booger. Sorry. But yeah, I got this at the same time I got the Clinique foundation. My husband bought them for me. We were at the BX, and the only cruelty-free brand they have there is Wet n Wild, and the last time I used a Wet n Wild mascara, it just wasn't good. Well, I mean, they have Physicians Formula, but I don't want to try their mascara. I don't really like their price tag. So, we were having a debate. My husband was like, just get a mascara that you know you like. And I remember really liking the Lash Sensational, so I got that in waterproof from Maybelline. It is really nice. I remember why I liked it so much. But my Essence one, I seriously got like 8 weeks out of it, and it's done. It started flaking and smudging, and it was so dry. And I was talking about it with somebody at work, and they were like, yeah, haven't you noticed that stuff like mascaras dry up quicker here? And I was like, well, now that you say that, like, yeah, I do. And she's like, yeah, it's because it's so dry here. I'm used to being from Northeast Ohio where it's humid as hell, and like, I could use a mascara until there was absolutely no product left in the tube, but you can't do that here. Like, it is just gone. So that sucks. My Real Techniques Brow and Lash Groomer, I absolutely love this thing. I think everybody should buy it. I use it to comb out my brows because it just makes them fluffier and softer as opposed to like crunchy like this guy. I really like it. Wait for my lashes to dry a little bit. I'm gonna put on, I think I'm gonna do my 7 Summer Flings first. So I'm gonna use my Maybelline Clear lip liner as a primer. And I really just put this everywhere. And with the YSL, I don't think you really need it. If you put on a light layer, but look how much that whitens your lips. Like, hey. Yeah, so I'm going to use the YSL Rouge Philip Shine in 13. If you just put on a light layer, you really don't need this, but if you, like, it feels so nice that I find myself, like, going back and forth a couple extra times just to feel the luxuriousness of the product, but that's when I need the clear under it because it's way too much and it's, like outside your lips. So that's it. I'm glad I decided to put this in this project, or my 7 Summer Flings, because I really don't like this. Like, I like bright pink. Like, I really like the color, but I don't like it so frequently, if that makes any kind of sense. But Now that my lashes are dry, I'm going to comb them out with the comb side. This is like the most important step to me when it comes to mascara. I think it makes just a huge difference. You can take like a really clumpy mascara and wait for it to mostly dry and then comb through with this, and it makes them nice. Not that this was clumpy, but I just think it gives me the nice fluffy lashes that I desire. So that, I'm gonna put some Immortal Love on my tight line. So now I get to the crossroads where it's like, do I do nude or do I do the Immortal Love? But I think today I'm going to do Immortal Love since I'm going to be filming. And my eye's starting to water. Why gotta do me dirty like this? Look at how big that movie screen is. Ugh. So that's gonna do it. Oh, and I got some lipstick on me. But that's gonna do it. I did get some new glasses that I've been like putting off wearing because there's so much red in my hair, but I think I'm just gonna go for it. Like, if this doesn't give you like an 80s mom kind of vibe, I don't know what will. I mean, aside from I don't have permed short hair, but like I feel like an 80s mom with these. But I really like that's my makeup. I am going to go maybe change, maybe put a bra on, but yeah, thanks for getting ready with me, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Oh, excuse me. Again, let me know down below if you want me to do that kind of video. I think that I do want to, because I think I want to start like vlogging and like getting back to the gym and like eating healthy and like all this stuff that I need to do in order to fall like in line so we can work on having a family. So I think I'm gonna do that. Yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. I will see you in all of my videos that are coming up. So look for my 80s mom's glasses, and yeah, thanks for watching. Bye, guys. Oh.